フィーストアへようこそ。
And we're back again. Yay! We're gonna get through the story 1 hour at a time. And 1 day at a time. So, let's move on to the next part and see where it goes from here.
それじゃあ始める。
Summer is about to end, and the temperature slowly drops from its highest point. This small town has also received more tourists, and the business store can be said to be picking up. I believe today will also be a beautiful day, so I got up early and worked in the kitchen happily.
おはようございます、店長。今日の朝ごはんは何ですか？私も手伝いましょうか？
Morning, Purin. Why did you get up so early?
少し暑くて目が覚めたら眠れなくなっちゃったんです。
We're having cold noodles today. Take the plate and bowl on the table.
また麺ですか？たまには違うものを食べたいです。
Why do you sound like Cherry?
朱に交われば赤くなり、炭に染まれば黒くなるってことじゃないですか？
Purin begins to laugh, but she still follows my instructions by laying the plates and the bowls for everyone on the table. Don't ask too much, I'm not a chef, and I don't know how to make other kinds of dishes. It's almost time. Call Puff and Cherry to get up for breakfast.
はーい。
Should I learn how to cook? But where would I find the time to do so?
プリン、もう起きてたの？通りでベッドが広いと思ったわ。
広い？一人でベッドを占領するだけじゃ足らずに、私のベッドにまで足がはみ出してきてたのに。
Cherry, are you an octopus? Do you live in Real? A fictional place in the Pacific where a giant octopus Cthulhu resides. Don't ask me to pronounce that the name properly, I don't even know what that says.
ルルイエって何よ？寝てたんだからしょうがないじゃない。
Cherry's face turns completely red, and she lowers her face and sucks the noodles to hide her embarrassment.
どうせプリンを起こしたのもチェリーなんでしょ？それだけってわけじゃないよ。
After breakfast, they start to do their work for the day. Because they are already familiar with their own tasks, I don't need to worry about the store. So I begin to sort out the pile of boxes in Grandpa's room. I hope I can make some progress soon. The wooden boxes are lying quietly at one corner of the room. I move and open the boxes one by one. Some wooden boxes are filled with all sorts of strange items. Some of the pieces are paper arranged messily inside, or old books where the pages have already turned yellow. I pick up an old book with a cover that has turned yellow. The book seems to be describing something about yin-yang. I set aside the book I've read and continue to read the other books. By flipping through the pages, most of them describe the relationship between heaven and humans. For now, I haven't found anything related to Cherry and the others. While I'm setting aside the books I've read into a pile, I discovered a diary about how the author travelled around the world and subdued all kinds of monsters. The diary belongs to my ancestor. I looked through a few pages and an entry caught my attention. I asked everyone to gather in the living room after we've closed the store at night. I found this in my grandpa's room. It seems to have something to do with all of you. Would you like to take a look? I put the diary on the table. 3 girls look apprehensive at one another. Finally, Cherry forces a smile.
プリンが見てみて。
Purin opens the diary.
正月2日朝餃子を食べる。
餃子？
Nothing here. Look at the back. Purin obediently turns the pages and reads out the part.
正月5日朝餃子を作った。1070文を持ってみかん2個を買い。
また餃子？
Further at the back, skip the pages of the dumplings.
正月17日朝粥を作る。
やっと餃子じゃなくなったわね。
Skip Skip anything about you see about food. Purin turns through the pages and finally stops somewhere.
西洋の国々を旅し、ベルンという都市を訪れる。にわかに喧騒が起こり、駆けつけたところ、狐の妖怪を見つけた。その恐ろしい姿に、皆、すべて命ですことだ。
Purin starts to read the article slowly.
死者は1000人にまで。
Purin closes the book after reading it and closes her eyes as she thinks about something. This entry briefly stated that the author experienced when people travel somewhere far away. Like their monsters have terrified people. The panic and demons even up through the author subdued the monsters. People told on each other as demons, and thousands of people died in the catastrophe. And in the journal, it described 3 monsters, a fox, a rabbit, and a bear, and they have happened to concede with Cherry, Purin, and Puff.
狐の妖怪。私のこと？死者が1000人にまで及んだ。
Cherry shakes her tail sadly.
何も思い出せないです。
Purin shakes her head.
なるほどね。
Puff takes the diary and reads it impassively for a while.
ベルン。
And she gives it to Cherry, who reads it carefully.
ふむ。ふむ。
Cherry is reading it and nodding at the same time. Eventually, she bursts into laughter for no reason.
何が書いてあるのか全然読めないわ。
Then Cherry becomes quiet after laughing.
ごめんなさい。
Why did you suddenly apologize?
ここに書かれてる妖怪って私たちのことなんだよね。
そんな過去があったなんて、まだ信じられないけど。
Cherry and Purin lowered their heads and appeared solemn.
なら、風鈴に閉じ込められても仕方ないね。
Puff smiles briefly at me before looking somewhere behind me. Don't say that. I feel upset. They are so nice in front of me. They shouldn't be associated with those terrifying monsters. In this diary, the details are vague as it didn't say how the monsters harm people. I take the diary from Cherry, but it did write clearly how the monsters killed 1,000 people because everyone felt threatened and told on each other. So the problem isn't the monsters or any of you, it's from the people.
でも、私たちがいなければ、誰も疑い合わずに済んだんじゃない？
You might have started it, but all the people were imprisoned in the wind chime long before things got worse.
店長、慰めはいい。風鈴に閉じ込められていた事実がある以上、これが私たちの過去であることに変わりない。
Anyway, I'm sure if people back then had dared to check on you, this disaster wouldn't have happened.
そうは言っても、自分たちと違うものとちゃんと向き合うことなんてできないでしょ。
Says who? I have already checked on it, right?
店長は友達もいないし、説得力ない。
All of you could also have the heart to retort at me. Doesn't that prove not only did I check on all of you don't regard me as a member of a different race? Besides, you've all been causing trouble based on what this diary describes, but all of you have been living with me for such a long time. Other than being stupid, I can't see any signs of you creating any trouble at all.
何よ。店長の方がドジでバカじゃない。本当の私なんて見たことないくせに。
Cherry looks a bit more relaxed. Aren't you the real one now? Or you mean the real you?
店長、変な目で見ないでよね。ああ、もう呆れた。ついに本性を表したわね。
Cherry covers her chest consciously and steps back. Because you're all so cute, I don't believe any of you can do anything harmful to humans.
するつもりあるけど、今すぐ店長を引きずり回したい。
Puff raises her arm and clenches her hand into a fist. Don't. I know I'm wrong.
さすが店長ですね。店長のよくわからない話を聞いてたら、なんだかほっとしました。
Purin smiles in relief. Yeah, because I'm so handsome, as Hanon, a handsome man, I fitted with my hair.
キモい。何よその動き。
店長は殴られるギリギリのラインを行ったり来たりしてる。こういうのをド M って言うんだよね。
店長はド M だよね。
Where did you learn this?
ベッドの下にあった本で。
Stop reading them!
どうして？チェリーとプリンも読んでるのに。
You've read them?
文字ばかり書いてあるのが本だと思ってましたけど、絵ばっかりの本もあるんですね。
あの絵みたいな人って本当にいるの？シュークリームよりおっぱいが大きいなんて。
Of course they aren't real. Stop reading them. There's no knowledge to be gained at all. Demons could bring disaster, and this object is the guard against it. I'm muttering at the ceiling while lying in bed. Scaring people to death? I was really surprised and scared when they dropped from the wind chime. And they were helpless as children with nowhere to go. Which pricked my conscience. Conscious. And I couldn't sit back and do nothing. I can't sleep when I think of this, so I decided to read the pages on the diary. It really didn't say what kind of mistake they made. From this journal, nobody would know what actually happened. Such a big event is recorded by only 100 words. The others are about his routines such as eating and sleeping. I run through the pages and notice many pages are incomplete. Some have even been torn off. Why didn't he write it in further detail? The rain is so vague. Isn't that akin to no information at all? Why did you write so much about eating dumplings? Over the next few days, they'd acted as if they hadn't read the diary. But when there was no customers in the store, I noticed Purin and Cherry would occasionally look depressed. I don't know what to say without having more clues. Puff is daydreaming near the pile of sundries, and I'm checking on the warehouse today. Puff, what are you looking at? I go over to her.
店長？
How's the stock right now?
今なんて？
Puff responds seems absent-minded. I said, how's the stock in the warehouse?
飲み物はあまり売れなくなったけど、前回仕入れたシュークリームは人気みたい。お菓子もよく売れてる。
Okay, I got it. She's staring blankly at some place like a dummy after answering me. Shall we go for a stroll together this afternoon?
わかった。
Puff seems to just be saying it, and doesn't know what I'm saying at all. I mean, shall we go out together? I scratch my head and repeat.
私たちも？
This time Puff looks at me with eyes wide open as if to confirm on something. Yeah, with Cherry and Purin, the four of us. Close the store, let's go out for a walk.
どうしたの？なんで急に？
そうですよ。今日はすごく順調だったのに。
Everyone hasn't rested for a long time, so let's take a break. Anyway, it's noon already.
店長、私たちなら大丈夫ですから。
No need. We'll be fine to close the shop for half a day. Yeah, compared to you, it'll be fine if we shut down the store.
本当にいいんですか？
It's alright. Go and change.
でも
Cherry looks outside and seems to have something to say. Let's go. Are you unhappy with getting a day off? After lunch, I dismantled the animal ears off the notice board at the door. Then the poster temporary close notice. We're walking side by side on the clean streets. Although summer isn't really over, the bustling commercial street has its autumn mood. Posters advertising discounts on summer clothing are placed in most conspicuous positions on the window of every clothing store, as if the shopkeepers are afraid shoppers wouldn't know about the promotions. They still look at the windows of every shop, but they're not as interested as before.
商店街の雰囲気変わったね。
そうね。夏が終わりに近いせいかも。
夏も終わりか。なんだかあっという間だったわね。
Cherry, who's usually the most lively one among them, is now walking quietly by my side, unlike the last time when she was skipping around. Right, so you all should buy some autumn wear.
今？まだお金準備できてないし。
前回買ったばっかりでしょ。今度にしよう。
買うにしても自分たちで買いますから。
Purin, you underestimate the price of autumn wear. Jackets, sweaters and such are extremely expensive. You might not necessarily be able to afford them with your salary.
へえ、毎日一生懸命働いてるのに、コートの一着も買えないんだ。
Puff is saying it while looking at me intently. No, no, I deny it hastily. Look, we can't simply decide on the price of clothes based on how the material would look, but the amount of material on it does affect the price to some extent. Autumn wear is thicker than summer wear, so for the clothing of the same brand, autumn wear is more expensive than summer wear. That's what I'd like to point out.
私が言いたいこと分かってるくせに、そうやってすぐ話をそらす。
そうですよ。そうやって言い繕ってみたところで、私たちが3ヶ月働いてもコートすら買えないことは事実なんですから。
店長はいつもそうよ。重たい話題を避けて変な理屈ばっかり話してさ。そうなんじゃ説得力ないわよね。
How could you? We're getting along well with each other. Isn't it as serious as just now when we were first stepped outside, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief? Am I really a masochist, where I won't feel relieved until they made fun of me? After we strolled around the commercial street leisurely for an afternoon, we arrive at the park the same as last time. The park at the end of summer has changed a lot compared to what it was in midsummer. The long willow tree branches have become greener, and the water level in the pool is slightly lower. The small stones which weren't visible during midsummer have emerged from the water like kids playing tricks. As we walk slowly along the small stone path, there's verdant green from the gaps on the path, which feels pleasant. They're walking and talking ahead, selecting the stones to step on in case they would step on the grass. I follow behind them quietly, because of the wind chime, we can't be too far apart. The wind chime is binding them, but without it, could I still remain as close to them as like now? How could I think of that? That's too selfish. I realize I'm left behind when I regain my senses. Only Purin can be seen leaning against the railing. The other two are nowhere to be seen. So I hurriedly catch up to her. Purin is staring at the orange sky while leaning against the iron railing. Where are they?
向こうの林の中ですよ。
Oh, they can't walk far anyway. I'll take a break here too. It's really been a long time since I've walked this far. I leaned against the railing and relaxed my shoulders. The sun is still glaring even when it's about to go down the horizon.
店長、本当のことを話してくれますか？
Yes.
店長はどれが私たちの本当の姿だと思いますか？今の私たちか、それとも日記に記されていた妖怪の姿か。
So you're still bothered by what's written in the diary?
気にしていないと言ったら嘘になります。
To be fair, it also did occur to me that your actual feelings might be completely different from now. Otherwise I wouldn't have shown the diary to all of you. I thought I'd remind you of the past. But it didn't work. Perhaps you've completely forgotten about your past.
もしあの日記の妖怪が私たちの本当の姿だったら、店長は困 ないですか？
Why should I? But since you're completely forgotten about it, and stop thinking of the past, live in the present moment from now on, and I won't need to feel scared.
そうですか。
Of course. Now all of you are cute and kind and can smile and welcome all types of customers every day. I don't have that kind of disposition.
可愛くて優しい子。なんだか店長のことを言ってるみたい。
She's murmuring. Come on, it's embarrassing.
店長だっていつも私たちに言ってるじゃないですか。
もうなになに、こっそりデート中？
プリン、これあげる。
綺麗なお花。
Cherry and Puff came out of the grove with a small flower on their hair, and then even helped to put the flower in Purin's hair. They seemed to be in a good mood.
店長、次は私とデートしましょう。
All of you can't be too far from me. It's impossible to go on a date with anyone in secret.
デートなんてしてないよ。日記の話をしてただけ。
あ
Upon hearing of the diary, Cherry and Puff's faces clouded over.
あ、どんな話をしてたの？
Nothing much. That's to say, all of you shouldn't be bothered with that diary. After all, that thing happened hundreds of years ago, and all of you have forgotten about it. Then forget it completely, and take it as if all these things in the past didn't happen at all. Take what you have right now as a new beginning.
それだけ？
That's all.
じゃあ、店長はこれからどうするの？
Puff is asking me while turning away from me to look at the sunset.
風鈴のこともなかったことにする？
Of course not. I'll continue to look into the wind chime. I also turn to watch the sunset. The sunset is fading gradually.
恐ろしい妖怪だって分かってもこんな日々を続けるの？
Yes, I trust my own judgment.
でも日記が本当なら何か恐ろしい力を持ってるかもしれないのに。
風鈴の呪いを解いたら私たちも覚醒して店長を傷つけるかも。
We'll see when that day comes. I can't possibly be wrong over something that hasn't happened.
そんな状況になったら店長はまな板の上の恋じゃない。
うん。店長はひ弱だから熊の妖怪に叩き潰されそうになって怯えてると思う。
I'm not scared. I'm your boss. You think I don't know my assistants well?
でも店長だって死んじゃうかもしれないですよ。
You're not monsters who can kill people anytime. You're only 3 lovely girls.
うぬぼれすぎ。
その根拠のない自信はどこから湧いてくるのかしら。
How are you going to convince people if you don't believe in yourself?
また店長のへりくつが始まりましたね。
What crooked reasonings? Anyway, rest assured I'll work hard to find a way to free you all from the chime.
でもさ、探さなくてもいいよ。
うん。日が昇ったり沈んだりするみたいに今の普通の生活が続けていけるならそれでいい。
はい、私も今のままで満足です。
Why you? Won't believe me? I promise I will find a way.
いいって言ってるのに言葉通じてるの？
店長、怒ってる？
No, I really want to do it from the bottom of my heart. I will definitely set all of you free.
店長、本気みたいですね。
Right, even if all of you are really demons and have done something horrifying as written in the diary, that's in the past. The past shouldn't be your burden. I'm not a normal person when I'm serious.
だから髪の毛いじるのやめなさいよ。
半額じゃなくて店長が言ってたのは確かジョコ？
Why did you all suddenly have such excellent memories? The sun descends gradually and extends our shadows like magician. Under the yellow hue by the sun in the evening, the four of us are having a great time like kids who are playing and have forgotten to return home and are carefree. After we'd gone to the park, they seemed to have come to their senses and returned to their usual selves. Now the three of them basically run the store in order to give me more time to investigate. Let's hope I can keep my promise and find a way to break the spell on the wind chime soon. I need to check the stock today, so I go straight to the warehouse on the first floor from Grandpa's room. Puff is muttering to herself while holding a small book. What are you saying to yourself?
店長、びっくりした。足音も立てずに入ってくるなんて。もしかして店長って猫年生まれ？
No, you were too absorbed.
そっか。
What are you doing?
この前仕入れたチョコを数えてたんだけど、数が合わなくて、一箱多いみたい。
Let me see. I take the delivery order Puff gave to me and counted the number of boxes on the shelves. You're right, we have one extra box.
数日前に卸問屋のお兄さんが配達に来たんだけど、私ちょうど手が離せなくって、お兄さんも商品を卸したら挨拶だけしてすぐに帰って行ったの。いつも配達に来てくれる人だったから、今回も大丈夫だと思って、私もちゃんと確認してなかった。まさか間違えてたなんて。
It doesn't matter. Just a small mistake. I'll tell the wholesaler. I take out my cell phone before calling the wholesaler. Hello, Mr. Lee. This is Lin Yang from Lin's convenience store.
Oh, Mr. Lee. Hello there. What's up?
You delivered an extra box of chocolates to our store a few days ago. Shall I give it back to you, or would you prefer it in some other way?
I see. My delivery man also said we're showing one box of chocolates when he returned a few days ago. I thought he had made a mistake.
I'm really sorry. We were also careless and didn't notice it.
It's our fault. I'll ask one of my assistants to come over and take it shortly. Sorry for any inconvenience.
I put my cell phone away from my mouth and glanced at Puff. They'll send someone to take it back shortly. Prepared things will need to return first.
最近チョコがよく売れるから、今補充するところだった。これが最後の一箱。
Well, I put the cell phone back to my ear. Here's the situation. Chocolates sell rather well at our store lately. If you have enough chocolates on stock, how about putting this box on our tab first and take it that we've ordered another box? Then you won't need have to trouble yourselves by coming over to take it back.
Okay, that also works. Sorry to bother you, Mr. Lin.
I hang up after communicating with the wholesaler. We will buy the extra box this time. Remember to record it on the inventory movement list later.
わかった。
Puff lowers her head and starts to write on her book.
そうだ。最近チョコ以外もよく売れるから、在庫が少ない商品がたくさんある。あと、うちに置いてない商品を欲しがる人もいるみたい。
I see. Show me the latest inventory movement list a bit later. I'll figure out how much to purchase.
もうまとめてある。
Puff flips through the pages in her book while saying it to me. Eventually, she points to a page. You thought of everything. She's already counted them and even left me some backup plans.
私の仕事だから。
Marry me!
変な冗談言ってるとボコボコにするよ。
I wouldn't dare!
次は指輪を用意してからにして。
Okay, I'll buy it when my store makes enough money in the future. So I'm going to order the stock, make the money this afternoon, and leave the store to all of you.
うん。
I enter the convenience store through the small door between the warehouse and the store. In the distance, Purin is serving around 2 to 3 customers at the checkout counter. I wait until the customer had left before going over.
店長、何か用事ですか？
I'm going to replenish my stock this afternoon. I'll leave the store to all of you.
わかりました。そういえば、チェリーから聞いたんですけど。
Yeah, they're all in the ancient language. It's annoying to read.
私も前に読んだ時、頭が痛くなりました。
Purin is giggling.
すごく回りくどい言い方だったりして、理
wish I had learned the ancient Chinese language properly at middle school.
こんなこと予測できるわけないですし、しょうがないですよ。
It feels as if I've studied for more than 10 years from nothing.
そんなことないですよ。店長がたくさん努力したこと、私は知ってますから。
Purin understands me so well that I feel a bit shy. Purin, it's really kind of you. If I'm going to have a wife, she's going to be like Purin.
お嫁さん
Purin blushes.
まったく調子いいんだから。さっきはシュークリームにも同じようなこと言ってたじゃない。
Cherry interrupts at this moment.
おう、そういうことですか。
Oh, so cold. Suddenly Purin sounds cold. Cherry, aren't you supposed to be near the door? How could you hear us?
地獄耳なのよ。
Cherry shows me her ears proudly.
店長みたいなクズ男、シュークリームにボコボコにされればいいの
I
に。
feel like Purin's like just stabbing a knife in me right now. Come on, that's too harsh. Where's my gentle Purin just from just now?
いらっしゃいま
A customer enters our store.
さあ、クソじゃなかった。店長はどこかへ出てください。店長がいたらお客さんに失礼ですから。
Aww. I have to turn around reluctantly, and the customers who just came in from behind starts to utter. Wow, a girl with animal ears. I didn't expect to see such a natural cosplay in this place. It's simply like paradise.
何かお探しですか？
Can I touch your ears? And your tail?
ちょっと、私の体は商品じゃないわよ。
Cherry is joking with the customer. Yes, sorry. Can I take a photo with you?
もちろん、50元以上買い物してくれたらね。
Oh, good. I'm gonna spend on 100 worth of items. In this way, can I also take a photo with you and the girl at the checkout counter?
それはレジにいる彼女に聞いてみて。
Bravo! I turn around to glance at Cherry. She gives me a thumbs up proudly and points at the bottom of wine in the wine cabinet. Nobody buys. Why is this girl long for the bottle of wine so much? When I arrive at the wholesale, I see the lots of boxes and the busy workers. They seem to be unloading light things. The wholesaler is with them. Mr. Lee, good afternoon.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Lin. You're here so soon? What do you need this time?
Business has been brisk lately. Here's the list. I give the purchase order to him.
Okay, I'll make the arrangements.
The wholesaler takes the list, reads through it, and steps inside his store. By the way, I need to change what's on the list and order more cola. I suddenly remember the cola drinks sell especially well lately. It's not because of those free greedy imps. With this thought in my head, I hurry up to catch up with the wholesaler.
Mr. Lin!
Ouch. It took me a while to regain my bearings. Seems I've tripped on a container.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I tried to stand up, but my ankles hurt badly. Ow. I end up sitting on the floor once again, because my feet can't support my weight.
Did you twist your ankle?
Maybe.
Let me see. Oh no, I'll call an ambulance.
Sorry, I was too careless.
店長は本物のバカですね。
ほんと、自分からつまずいて転ぶなんて。
店長はたまにドジやるし、これも想定内。
Next day when I open the door after getting up with some help from a crutch, the three of them are at the door, which almost made me step back in fright. What are you all doing here?
お腹減った。店長、早くご飯作って。
Ever since I brought back by the wholesaler's assistant, the three of them have been laughing at me after being shocked at first. I can only accept it quietly. After all, it's really embarrassing for someone to be careless, fall down and end up in a state by themselves. I'm already in this state. What can I cook? Let's order takeout. Fortunately, takeouts are delivered quickly nowadays, or else these three girls would starve to death.
どのくらいで治るんですか？
There aren't any other injuries. I'll need a crutch for a week moving around. Isn't that quite convenient?
たかが捻挫で松葉杖だなんて店長ってば本当にヤバなんだから。
I'm not weak. In fact, it's said that the injury in the muscle and the bones take 100 days to recover.
じゃあ人間がヤバってことね。
こんなに弱いのに私たちは守れるの？
I don't rely on my body unlike all of you. I rely on this part. I point to my head. I'd rather depend on my wits than my strength.
とにかく店長がむやみにふらついて人目を汚すことがなくなってよかったです。
Purin, you've really learned to be mean. I'm practically a cripple after being injured in one leg, so I start to lead a life which is dependent on others. But because of this, I have even more time to read through those old books. I bought a classical Chinese dictionary online. Usually when Cherry and the rest are looking at me, I'd often read something in the dimly lit room with the dictionary in my left hand and the old book in my right, with an evil mystic sighting and spell. I wish I had read more. I sigh after flipping through the pages on the book.
今さら頭の出来は変わらないからな。
Cherry pops her head in from the doorway. Oh, Cherry, how's the store?
順調よ。店長はどうなの？
I don't have a clue.
うわ、まだこんなにあるの？
Cherry points at the pile of books I've sorted in a corner. I've read so many books at high school.
高校？なんか大変そうね。
Yeah, at high school the books were placed vertically on my desk.
それでも知識が足りないの？
I'm poor with ancient Chinese texts, and I studied engineering at university. Now this thing simply looks like a book from heaven. Would you like to read it?
なんだかお店に戻りたくなってきたし、遠慮しておくわ。
Cherry sticks out her tongue and leaves. I sigh at the pile of books. Has my father ever read these? Should I ask him? I look around the whole room helplessly and notice there's an old piece of paper wedged in the gap under the lid of a wooden box. What is this? Right, some of the pages in the diary are torn off in this piece of paper, one of them. I retrieve the walking stick and limp across to take that paper. The paper is a complete one. It doesn't seem to be torn from the diary, and the handwriting is even more illegible. Although it's strange, what's done is done. If I simply release them, they would hate us. But it's up to the descendants. What is it referring to? It's puzzling. I can't make heads or tails of what's written, what the words mean. I open the wooden box, hoping to find any clues.
店長、こんなところで寝てたんですか？
Oh, I didn't expect to fall asleep on the wooden box. I scratched my head in embarrassment. Purin glasses at the old books in my hand.
まだ読んでたんですね。そろそろご飯にしませんか？
Okay. Puff and Cherry are waiting for me at the table.
プリン、店長の匂いを嗅いでみてよ。
店長はもともと湿っぽいからカビ臭いのは当たり前でしょ？
Stop stopping at me! Please, Purin, go back to being cute!
あんなカビ臭い部屋で寝てたんだから、もうカビが生えてるかもしれないわね。
Shut up! Hurry up and eat! It's getting cold! Huh? It's not takeout. Who made tonight's dinner?
プリンが作った。
Purin, you know how to use the kitchen appliances?
ボタンを一つ一つ試して使えるようになりました。
It's more delicious than the takeout. Purin, you're virtuous.
そうやって褒めたって私店長に惚れたりしませんからね。
Purin looks down while blushing.
本気で言ってるんでしょうね。
Cherry gives her a contemptuous look. Of course that's true. God knows it.
実は私が作ってて、プリンに嘘を言わせただけだったらどうなのよ。
Well, I put down the bowl and looked Cherry seriously. Just so. It's edible.
うわ、店長ひどい。
Right, although I fell asleep, I made a new discovery.
新しい発見。
I found a note my ancestors left for me.
なんて書いてあったの？
Something they regretted. I put the note on the table. Purin picks it up while Puff and Cherry lean their heads closer.
どういう意味？
私たちを封印したことに違和感を感じていたけど、村人たちから恨まれるのが怖くて解放しなかったということでしょうか。
ひどい。おかしいって分かってるのにずっと放置するなんて。
私たちを解放するかどうか子孫に決めてもらうつもりだったみたい。
But I don't know why the ones before me didn't do it this while until it came to me.
どうしてそんなことになっちゃったのよ。
Sorry, they might have considered it for a long time, just like me.
店長が謝ることないわ。そりゃちょっとはムカつくけど、昔のことをどうこう言っても意味ないしね。本当に悪いことをして封印されたんだとしても、間違いだったとしても、今の私たちとは関係ないわ。
Cherry, I'm surprised at your optimistic attitude.
はあ？じゃあどんな反応すると思ってたのよ。
チェリーの言う通り、過去のことは店長とは関係ない。
そうですよ、店長。
You're all too kind. I will find it unbearable to release you all from the wind chime.
そもそも店長にできると思ってないしね。
Don't you trust me?
店長のことはよくわかってるから、無理しなくてもいいじゃない。
No, I thought it through. I know humans are weak. Just like what happened.
やっと納得したみたいね。
Indeed, I can't protect you or look after the wind chime forever. Who's gonna look after you if something even worse happens to me? So, the only solution is to release all of you from the wind chime completely. Thus, all of you are free to live on your own even if I pass away. I tapped the cell phone on the bedside table and checked the time. 7:15. I can't sleep. I have to find a solution. Time goes by and I've started to read the old books more quickly and my foot has basically recovered, but I haven't found any way to break the spell on the wind chime. Sometimes when I see the books I've read piled up, I even feel a bit despondent. Purin calls me from behind when I'm lost in thought.
店長、早起きですね。
Yeah, Purin, you're also up so early?
トイレに行きたくなっちゃって。
Purin comes closer after saying it.
店長は最初から早起きするつもりだったんですか？
I couldn't sleep, so I got up.
無理しないでくださいね。最近毎日早起きして、ここで本を読んでるじゃないですか。
It's fine. I'm quite strong.
何か手がかりはありましたか？
Not yet. There isn't even a trace of anything that mentions the wind chime.
これ、私も読んでみていいですか？
I turn around to look at the pile of old books. Go ahead. Can you understand them?
は
Purin picks up the book without a cover and sits on the ground. Purin turns through the old pages on the carpet. Her long, slender fingers are making a wonderful contrast on the yellow pages, which reminds me of a white butterfly flying through the fallen leaves.
い。店長、前にベッドの下に隠してあった本で読んだんですけど、水に2人の血液を垂らして混ざり合うかどうかで血縁同士が確かめるっていうのは間違いなんですよね。
Yeah, from a scientific perspective, it's wrong. Why do you ask this all of a sudden? Purin points to a paragraph in the book.
ここです。血の力について。異なる血液はそれぞれ異なった血の力を持ち、婚姻と継承によりその力を伝えることができる。
These ancient books really contain all types of mumbo jumbo. I don't know whether my ancestors wrote it or he collected it in his travels. Sometimes I find how people think in the past to be unbelievable. I'm also not sure about blood inheritance. People in the past used to have stronger ideas about family and thought they shared many things with each other, especially blood. Purin looks up at me questioningly.
血を垂らして血縁関係を確かめるのが間違ってるなら、ここに書かれていることも間違いですよね。
Yes, modern science believes familial relationships can only be affirmed by DNA. Blood might be different, but relationships between family members can't be based on blood.
店長は本の内容が正しいとか間違ってるとか、どうやって判断してるんですか？
Not really. I'm mainly looking for information on the wind chime, and would just glance through these things which aren't useful.
なるほど。
Purin lowers her head to continue reading the book after hearing it. Actually, the idea is kind of popular now. Many novels and movies would always explain why someone has some supernatural powers by sharing the same blood with some legendary ancestor.
でも血がつながっているからといってその人の能力を受け継げるわけじゃないんでしょ？
Of course, novels and books are works of fiction for entertainment and don't need scientific basis to prove them.
だから店長も先祖の力は受け継いでいないって言いたいんですか？
I paused for a moment. You can say that. My ancestors sealed all you inside the wind chime, while I can't seal anything inside the chime. This proves that I won't naturally have similar powers as him, even though I'm his descendant, because I haven't learned how he does things.
それもそうですね。
Purin smiles at me. So I think it isn't a strange power to be inherited. Rather, it's a certain way to do things, and I haven't figured it out yet.
店長はずっとそれを調べてたんですね。
Yeah, I thought this place would definitely have some books on spells and such, but as you can see, I turned to look at the huge pile of books I finished. Most of them are about metaphysics. Their ideas have been debunked a long time ago by modern science, and they're useless.
でも風鈴や私たちのことも科学で説明できるんですか？
Well, not yet, but it will eventually. All the mysteries are only because we haven't understood these things well enough yet.
店長の科学への信仰は揺らぎませんね。
Not really. If problems can be solved by metaphysics, does it mean I can't solve them on my own?
あ、なるほど。
Purin seems to have realized something. Do you really understand?
よくわからないですけど、でも自分の努力でどうにかしたいっていうのはすごく店長らしいなって。
I'm exaggerating a bit. For someone like me, saying things which sound impressive won't solve problems either. We'd better continue with the books. I scratch my head in embarrassment.
はい。
Purin begins to read another book on the ground. I haven't read this book. Remember to put it back when you finish.
わかりました。迷惑にならないようにしますね。
We become quiet for after saying that. The room owes only the sound of pages being turned. I look outside the window. It's already dawn. Time to call it a day.
あれ？このページ全部破った跡がありますよ。
Purin seems to have discovered something unusual inside the book. What's wrong?
店長、これを見てください。
Purin shows me the pages. If they are not evil, educate and release them. I read the words. On the 12th day of the 12th month of the lunar year, I informed everyone in the town, and they sent 2 monsters back to the forest. On the 8th day of the 12th month of the lunar year, I informed everyone in the town, and they sent a monster back to where I came from. This seems to be the record of list of monsters he released.
店長のご先祖は捕まえた妖怪を解放していたということでしょうか？
That's what it said, but I don't know why. I find that diary, compare the pages with the torn on the book, and confirm the pages are indeed torn from the diary. These pages get torn off here.
妖怪を解放したことを人に知られたくなかったんでしょうか？
But why? Why did he inform townspeople about releasing the monsters, yet tried to hide it from its descendants? Or the pages weren't torn out by my ancestor, but by someone else? But since he released so many monsters, why aren't these three released even though they look harmless? And he even left this phrase, "It's up to the descendants." What does it mean? Forget it. Time to make breakfast. It's dawn already. Cherry and Puff should be up soon. I shake my hair, trying to clear all that confusing information.
私も手伝います。
When breakfast is ready, Cherry and Puff enter the kitchen groggily.
あれ店長、もう杖はいいの？
I feel okay this morning. Sit down and have breakfast. I sit down after serving the noodles to everyone. Aren't you eating?
箸一本でどうやって食べるつもりなの？
I regain my senses and realize I'm holding one chopstick. I'm wondering why I couldn't pick up the food. I'm a bit absent-minded because I've been thinking about the pages torn off from the diary.
大丈夫ですか？ちゃんと休んだ方がいいんじゃ。
焦ってもしょうがないでしょ。店長の気持ちはすごくありがたいけど、無理して万が一体でも壊したら、私たちはどういう気持ちになると思う？
How would you all feel? Probably like how I feel right now.
私たちも店長みたいになれって？
How is that possible? Let's change the subject. I'll remember the rest more. If I've really become this way, what's the point in putting all the effort right now? It won't happen again. By the way, Purin also helped with today's breakfast. Can you taste it?
そうなの？店長、料理担当の立場すら危うくなってきたじゃない。
ほとんど店長が作ってくれたんだよ。私は見てただけで。
ブサイクな店長が料理作ってるの見て何が面白いのよ。
Wait, how many humans have you seen that reached that decision?
私が見た人たちの中では、そこまで上位には入らないと思う。
What kind of people have you seen?
店長をからかっちゃダメだよ。確かにちょっとクズだけど。
Miss Purin, you're really an angel. It would be even better if you hadn't emphasized jerk at my back.
無表情の時は悪くないけど、怒ったりするともう悲惨よね。
黙ってれば人並みだと思う。
Okay, stop talking about my appearance. Hurry up with your meals and get to work. We hadn't restocked for a week because I was injured, so I have to go to the wholesaler today. I didn't go back to read. I went with Cherry and the rest to open the store instead.
よし、これでいいわ。今日もいっぱい稼げますように。
Cherry is standing happily between the shelves filled with various goods. Before I know it, there's a wide variety of goods in my store. By the way, whose turn is it for the animal ears today?
今日の掲示板はチェリーの耳の番ですね。
Cherry goes outside happily and places the long rabbit ears, replaces the long rabbit ears with the tiny foxes on the notice board.
見て見て、かわいいでしょ？
Of course, you're all lovely.
適当なんだから。
Cherry pouts disapprovingly. I didn't think less of you when you said I'm ugly. You should be grateful.
私はいつだって可愛いもの。店長に見る目がないだけね。
Fine, get down to business. Purin, what's on sale today?
カップ麺とラディアオです。
My cell phone rings when I'm about to write the discount information on the notice board. Hello?
Mr. Lin, I'm Old Lee from Wholesale Company. Have you recovered from your injury?
Thank you for your timely help that day. I'm already recovered.
Hi, it's my fault. I'm really sorry.
No, I was too careless, Mr. Lee. Don't take it to heart.
By the way, we have fresh stock of pastries. Would you like to take a look, Mr. Lin?
Fresh pastries? What's the price?
The price is negotiable. When are you coming over to see them? We can discuss the price when you're here.
Okay, I plan to restock today too. I'll come over once my work is a bit later.
Okay, do your work first. I won't bother you in that case.
He hangs up.
も う出かけていいわよ。
Cherry pushes me outside hopefully if she has heard the conversation.
お店のことは心配いりませんから。
You mean I'm no longer needed at the store? I feel sad.
店番は店長の仕事じゃないですから。仕入れ先とのやりとりこそ店長の仕事ですよね。
そうよ。早くお菓子を持って帰ってみんなで味見しましょう。
They are for sale, not for you to eat.
味見してみないとお客さんが欲しがるかどうかわからないでしょ。
Fine, fine. I'll go there immediately to look at the cakes you've been anticipating. Help me look after the store.
任せて。
いってらっしゃい。
I braved this morning sun and arrived at the wholesale store market street full of sweat.
These are the cakes. Don't they look great? It's made from yogurt using new technology.
Mr. Lee has been waiting for me at his shop and promoted his cakes the minute he saw me. Yeah, they look quite appetizing. May I try it?
Certainly, go ahead.
Then the wholesaler takes 2 cakes and gives one to me. He puts the other one in his mouth. Good. It has the yogurt taste. Doesn't feel as dry as ordinary cakes, and these cakes have the pure sweetness in them.
Yeah, they're honey cakes, so they taste sweet, yummy and healthy. Occasionally, I take a few for my meal when I'm too busy.
Have you sold them in other stores? How'd they go?
Nope. If Mr. Lin agreeable, you'll be the first to sell them.
I'm still the first one to sell them?
Yeah, Mr. Lin, the customer traffic at your store has increased recently. I hope you can help to promote these cakes. I'll definitely give you a fair price, which will benefit you.
I hesitate in front of these boxes of cakes. They aren't many, and they don't seem to be made by large enterprises.
Yes. To be honest, one of my relatives made these cakes in his store. I thought they were great, so I invested some money into upgrading his assembly line. Now he can mass produce them. But I have no way to sell them, so I thought of asking Mr. Lin to help in selling them.
I see, but my store is small. I can't promise you.
Don't say that. Your store is well known. Many foreign tourists who would especially visit your place. I think they will definitely sell well at your store. But Mr. Lin, if you're afraid my projects aren't good enough, I won't force you either.
No, actually, I'm also interested in sourcing a few specialty items. After all, my store only has commonly available items, and isn't that different from other convenience stores.
I see. That's really great in that case.
Let's talk about the details later.
Good. I'll book a table, and we can discuss it at the table.
Oh, what's the occasion?
We can grab a few beers or two, and it's more or less a form of apology from me.
Mr. Lee gives me a lift back to the convenience store after the meal. Cherry pops out her head of the glass window and rushes upon seeing me return.
店長、どうだった？新しいお菓子は。
Look! I smugly take the samples out of my bag and wave them around to Cherry.
うわ、早くちょうだい。
Haha, do you want to eat? She's moving along with my hand and she's even shaking her tail. She's like a starving fox begging to be fed.
店長、バチが当たるよ。
Meow, give in! Puff came from somewhere and grabbed my wrist.
どれどれ
Then she takes the cake and swallows it in one gulp.
甘酸っぱくて悪くない。小さすぎるけどね。
シュークリ
Cherry is in tears when she saw the cake being snatched by someone else.
ームこのバカグマ、もっと味わって食べなさいよ。
欲しいなら自分で奪ってみれば、バカキツネ。なんなら吐いてあげようか。
Puff draws her face close to Cherry on purpose.
あんたね。
There, that's enough. I have more.
ちょうだい。
Cherry snatches the second cake from me once I take it out, then runs into the convenience store like a small fox who just got its food. Puff, you've indeed gone too far.
店長に言われたくない。
Go inside, don't stand here.
おかえりなさい、店
Purin is laughing quietly from behind the checkout counter when I enter the convenience store. Why are you so happy?
長。わからないんですか？
I've only walked inside. I'm actually such an amusing person.
さっきの店長の顔ひどすぎて
Stop stabbing me in the heart! Purin, you're really naughty. Looks like you won't get to eat these cakes.
あら今朝も店長のことフォローしたのに店長って恩知らずなんですね
True. I'll forgive you. Here you are. I put the small cake between Purin's ears.
結局この商品を売ることにしたんですか
Purin tastes the cake and begins to nibble at it. Of course, I've reached an agreement with the wholesaler. He will supply 3 boxes of freshly made ones every 3 days. The goods will arrive with the others later today.
ちょっと背伸びしすぎじゃないですかこの商品2週間しか日持ちしないみたいですよ
What? Are you afraid they can't sell?
これまでの販売実績だとこの手の菓子製品が1箱売れるのに平均で3週間はかかってますよ
Are you serious? It's so poor?
そうですよ店長ちゃんと帳簿を確認してますか
Of course, every day.
後で一緒に対策を考えましょう
But fine. Should I appoint Purin as the store manager? The wholesaler sent the goods according to schedule by the truck in the afternoon. Puff and I go out over to check the inventory in the warehouse.
この3つは何？
Puff is pointing at the extra 3 boxes. Oh, I forgot to add them to the list. These contain the small cakes you snatched from Cherry earlier. Our new product. We'll display them in an appointment position shortly. Can you make some room?
入り口の近くの棚にチョコが2列置いてあるから。
Then we'll do it this way. Puff is staring at the 3 boxes. What's wrong?
なんでもない。味を思い出してただけ。
Do you want to eat them? These are for sale. You can't eat them right now.
ちょっと甘くて懐かしい味がした。
That's normal. Everyone had eaten sweet things when they were small.
でも他の甘いお菓子とは違う。
Of course, there's honey in them.
蜂蜜。
Puff is suddenly lost in thought.
なるほど。
Why? What does the honey remind you of?
何か。
How am I supposed to know? I don't know what's in her mind. After we've sorted out the goods in the warehouse, we go over to make room for the small cakes at the store.
チョコをどこへやるの
To make room for the newly arrived mini pastries.
もうあれ売るの
Yeah, you should work hard to promote them.
いっぱい売れたら私も食べていい
Sure, as long as you do your job well, and I'll keep some for you.
店長が急に優しくなるなんてなんか変な感じね
さっきは商品だから食べちゃダメって言ったのに。
Puff suddenly cuts in while she is displaying the goods.
店長が私のことが一番好きなんだから当然じゃない
No, not really. It wasn't saying that only to Cherry, but Puff, if you do your job well, you'll also get your reward.
これ並べ終わったらよくできたって思う？
Of course.
なら1個もらう。
Oh, wait! Puff takes a small cake from the shelf and turns to her and I hurry over to stop her.
じゃあ私も1個もらうわ
Stop! How troublesome. You're working now. Don't touch them. What would customers think if they see both of you behaving this way? I'll distribute some all up to you all after work.
店長が怒ってる
怒ってる店長にも慣れた。約束ちゃんと守ってね。
Of course. Since when did I fail to keep my word? Puff places the small cakes back on the shelf and goes back to the warehouse. What magic do these magic pastries possess? It would cause these 2 girls to anticipate them so much. Cherry is also... What's the matter? I'm about to urge Cherry to go back to work when I notice she's staring at the shelf.
え
Aren't you eating them later? Why are you crying?
泣くって
Cherry instinctively touches her cheek.
おかしいなどうして泣いてるんだろう
Yes, what's wrong? Did I treat you badly just now? I think I was just reasoning with them. I didn't raise my voice that much.
違う店 なぜだかわからないけど、このベビーカステラを見てたら、たくさん並べてあるのを見てたら、頭の中に何かが浮かんできて、すごく優しくて懐かしくて、でも不安も苦しくて胸が痛くて、よくわからないけど自分が自分じゃなくなりそうで。
Cherry, did you remember something unpleasant? Puffet also lost herself in thought when she saw the cakes earlier. Perhaps these things really have something to do with their past.
わからない。掴みたいのに。でもどうしても掴めなくて、悲しい気持ちでいっぱいになって、何も考えられなくて。
Don't force yourself. I've said this before. Don't force yourself if you can't remember anything. It's okay to forget it. You're all good girls. Don't be bound by your past.
店長、私役立たずだよね。
How so?
自分の過去の全然思い出せないの。涙を流すばっかりで、何一つ店長の役にも立ててなくて。
Don't say that. All of you have been great help.
店長がそういうのは分かってる。でも
Of course I would say that. All of you are my dear family members. Yes, you've already become a part of my family by now.
家族。
Yes, I'd cry my heart out if all of you were to disappear one day.
本当？ならそんなことは起きない方がいいわね。
It won't. I won't let it happen.
だって店長の泣き顔なんて一番ひどいに決まってるもの。
It won't look as nice as you.
でもそこが店長のいいところよ。
I'm blushing.
私は大丈夫だから、店長も仕事に戻って。
Cherry skips away. Is she really alright?
店長は魅力的だって言ったでしょ。
Oh my god! Purin suddenly came from behind, which startled me. You are supposed to be at the checkout counter.
はい。でも店長とチェリーの様子がおかしかったので見に来たんです。店長は私たちのことを家族だと思ってくれてるんですね。
Yes. Why, no matter how you feel, I still regard you as my family.
いいえ、店長がそう言うなら私もそれでいいと思います。さて、私はレジに戻りますね。家族になった責任ちゃんと取ってくださいね。
Fine. Now that I remember what I said, why do I find it so embarrassing? After we close the store for the night, I bring Cherry, Purin and Buff to the living room to have a meeting. All of you are aware of the new developments in the store. These small pastries don't have long shelf life, so we have to sell them as soon as possible.
試しに食べてもらったらいいんじゃない？
Good idea, but how are we going to get people to come for the sampling session?
外に試食用のカステラを展示して、私がみんなに呼びかければいいんじゃない？
But if we do this, nobody will be around to show customers around the store.
なら店内の案内はシュークリームにやってもらえばいいですよ。シュークリームならいつも商品の補充をしてるので配置にも詳しいはずですし、店長は倉庫の担当をお願いしますね。
私が接客するの？人と話すのはあまり得意じゃない。
シュークリームだってこんなに可愛いのにずっと倉庫に引きこもってちゃもったいないよ。お客さんにも見せてあげなきゃ。
そうよ。ちょっとバカっぽいところもあるけど、シュークリームなら店長みたいに顔でお客さんを怖がらせたりしないもの。
Hey, what are you saying? I still look rather good.
チェリーの方こそ本物のバカじゃない。私は人と話すのが面倒なだけ。
へえ、じゃあ証明してみせてよ。
まあまあ、それで行きましょう。少なくとも店長が顔を出してコンビニが潰れるよりいいですから。
Now I get it. Purin, your words hurt the most.
店のことを思えばこそですよ。
Don't tell me I should really take a back seat.
明日も頑張りましょうね。10万元売り上げたら店長があの赤い飲み物をくれるんだから。
Crimson drink?
タバコとお酒の棚に置いてある。すごく綺麗だからきっと美味しいと思う。
You mean the red wine? I've already forgotten about it. It's unexpected that she'd still pine for it all this while.
肝心なのは値段よ。
Cherry is looking at us complacently.
これまで食べたお菓子とは桁違いなんだから。
高いの？それは気になるかも。
プリン、売り上げはいくらになった？
もうかなりワインに近づいたはずだ。
Purin calculated it and came to that conclusion soon enough.
あともう一息だと思う。
Why do you look forward to the red wine so much? What if someone buys it tomorrow?
その心配はないわ。非売品って伝えるから。
And what?
実はもうそうしてたりしてね。さあ早く寝て、明日は早起きするわよ。絶対飲ませてもらうんだから。
Cherry skips towards the room after saying that. This girl. I shake my head helplessly. Go to bed early. We'll need to prepare for the promotion tomorrow.
おやすみなさい、店長。
チェリーってば眠れなくならなきゃいいけど。
I stretch myself as I watch them disappear through their room door. So it's close to 100,000. But if not for them, this number would only be a dream to me.